Welcome to Comics, Games, and Collectibles, your zen of geekism. We carry comics old and new, magazines, toys, games like Pokemon, Magic, D&D. Want Godzilla, Ultraman, Star Trek, Ninja Turtles, Funko Pops? You'll find it all here. Shop our Cosmic Sound Room and pick up a record or two. Enjoy our Comic Coffee Lounge with a cup of Sasquatch coffee while geeking out over a super cool movie on our big screen. Cosmic Comic, Games, and Collectibles. Superman loves us, and so will you.
Hi everyone, Jason Hunt here, inviting you to join us every Saturday morning for news, the week's headlines in science fiction, fantasy, horror, comic books, video games, plus Comic-Con updates and the weather, and the occasional interview along the way. We call it Good Morning Multiverse. We hope you join us every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 Central, right here on Sci-Fi for Me TV.
Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
And good evening, everybody. I am RJ Carter, And we have Pat Murphy with us in the house, everybody. Where's my applause? Where's my applause? Did somebody not cue the studio? There they are. There they are. Okay. I knew it sounded quiet. So Pat, it's been a while since Echoes of the Triumphant number 2. Uh-oh. And it might be a little bit longer for number 3 to be shown. I think this happened last time too. I think Pat's in one of those areas of the country that eschews technology and doesn't like the internet. Pat, you're in a black box and it's cycling, and yep, that's what it looks like on YouTube too. Hopefully, Pat will be back with us so that we can talk more about his little crowdfunder here. Mike Walters has popped in to say hi and watch things fall apart here. Honest to God, he was here, folks. He was here for the pre-show. We talked, we conversed. Everything was fine and dandy, and then all of a sudden, he wasn't here anymore. So, yep, okay, finally broke off there. Well, while he's gone, I'll just take the opportunity to bring up the Kickstarter page, and at least show that off until he gets an opportunity to get back here. So this is Echoes of the Triumphant number 0 through 3, so-called because it's the third one, but you can go back and get number 0, 1, and 2 as a catch-up tier. So I'm going to just kind of scroll through here a little bit. We already played the preview video, and boy, I'd really hope Pat can come back and tell us about this series and what it is, because he's got some real intriguing graphics of the characters and the world that this all takes place on. Okay, he's trying to come back. He's
sorry. I just had I don't know what was going on. I just got kicked out there for whatever reason.
Yeah, you're still a black screen though, but that might be better. You might be taking up less bandwidth that way. So I won't know if you disappear or not unless the screen goes all squirrely. Like it did. Hello? I heard the wind. Pat, are you still there? This might be, there goes again. This might be a short campaign discussion tonight, folks. And it happens from time to time. Technology is not always our friend. I myself have had technological run-ins the last 2 nights because I tried to use green screen, and StreamYard says it does it, and it does it. But when you change out of it, it puts you into a black. It looked very much like this. Did this to me in the middle of the show. So we yeah, exactly. Had it, but then it was me. And I knew what caused it. It was me switching from green screen to no green screen in mid broadcast, and I didn't leave and come back. Pat's issue is something completely different. His camera is just not wanting to work, not wanting to stay connected. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's using an Apple product and doesn't know to use the Chrome link just yet. If he makes it back, I will leave him a private chat. You are using an Apple product. Open the StreamYard link in the Chrome app. I will send that the next time he pops in here. And it's a shame, Apple and or StreamYard, that we have to try to hack it this way. Pat, I'm going to send you a private message here. Basically, it looks like you might be using an Apple product.
Oh yeah, I'm using an Apple product.
Okay. In that case, you might want to open the link in Chrome, in the Chrome
Oh
app,
shoot. My bad. Okay.
because they don't play together well at all, and it's not widely publicized. We're going to fix this. We're going to have a show. For the benefit of Mr. Kite, there will be a show tonight. Oh man, showing my age. If you got that reference, you're just as old as I am. So don't laugh. Hopefully, the next time he pops in here, we will see his smiling face, bright, colorful camera image, and audio. But I guess I could show off my comic book purchases for the day while we're killing some time here. This just arrived in the mail today for me. This is Hypergeist from Bad Bug Media. It's a nice shiny cover. This is one of the series of covers they've been doing for their books that were roller derby. And I've got to get the entire set as prints. These things are just fantabulous. Came with a nice hollow foil print contained in the back here. Also some cards, but I've already removed those to put in my card folder. And for once in a long while, I've actually gone to the ye old comic shop to buy mainstream comics. So we'll go through them real quickly. I bought this one. I could not. Batgirls 13. I have no idea who's writing it. I have no idea who's drawing it. I bought this one for the cover. We've gone back to the classic Dick and Babs, and I'm like, yep, that one's going to my collection. It may be a sucky story. I don't know. I'll find out. And then, of course, the one everyone's talking about, Batman Spawn #1. Multiple covers on this one. This was just like, none of them jumped out at me as like, yeah, that's the one I want to get. But there were two that had Spawn over Batman and Batman over Spawn. I'm like, well, I'm going to pick Batman over Spawn. I have to pick between the two. Also picked the new Golden Age. This one's by Jeff Johns. This is spinning out of Flashpoint Beyond, which is the crisis event that DC should have been hyping up. It's the one that really recreated worlds and reset the future of the DC universe, not Dark Crisis. Dark Crisis had absolutely nothing to do with anything going on and can be best forgotten. So that came out here. And then, of course, I have the two parts of Batman Joker Deadly Duo and the new Golden Age, the gold foil cover, which I wasn't going to go for, but the other cover was the Jerry Ordway cover, which was really nice, but I didn't want to pay $25 for it. So I ended up paying $12 for this. And it looks like maybe, Pat, I see you in the thing below. I don't see you in the main screen. I don't know what happened. Can you hear us? Pat? He's frozen. He's frozen more than Elsa. It does not look like it does not look like we might be able to do this. And we always do pre-show tests to make sure that everything's working. And it was working just fine. That's how it is, though. I think once you finally get the streaming broadcast part of it engaged, that's when things slow down. Such as, my green screen was working just fine when it was just me testing it out. And as soon as I said broadcast, oh, Nelly, it did not like things. All right, so let's take a look at the campaign we got here. This is Echoes of the Triumphant #3. He has been carrying this on for, obviously 4 issues now, because there is a 0 issue. And it is coming out of Canada. So, be prepared for the shipping on this one. Although there's probably ways around that. He does have a digital. The digital is $10, which of course will have no shipping, and it's sending out in March of 23. So this one is pretty much complete. Yeah, it does get like this. Thank you. I appreciate the love, Yofara. Yofara, I have not seen you here before. Welcome to the chat. Glad you made it over. Mike, you're going to be going over this week's releases from DC and Marvel tonight on your show. I think that's a good addition to your show. The what are you going to go out and buy tomorrow? The Tuesday night before New Comic Book Day. a rundown of what's out there. I think that's a great addition to the niche news that runs over on the mic stand every night at 9 p.m. Eastern. So do go out there and check that out. Also, check out the comic book historic retro. I don't know the exact words. It's Old Comics Night over at Mike's show. The comic book historical retrospective, where we get together and we read Golden Age comics in chronological order. We do voices. We've got the pages up on the screen. It's a big read along. It's all kinds of fun. It was Dick and Babs. Come on. He was, sometimes he was, before, he was, before it was Dick and Huntress, for a very, very brief moment in history. So I'll continue on with this. Let's see if we can't discern what's going on without the author. I'll peel back the curtain just a bit here. Again, so we've got lion creatures, dragon creatures. Who will love Echoes of the Triumphant? Well, let me see if I can see it with my glasses down or up. You are going to love Echoes of the Triumphant if you're a fan of science fiction, and who's not if you're here, because it has tweaks. They're genetic misfits who are left physically altered to the point where they are stronger, faster, and tougher than the average Joe, though most of them lost their good looks in the process. Well, everything comes with a cost. Crime dramas. Yes, if you love crime dramas, the protagonist, Adrian Avery, because every comic book hero must be alliterative. It's a law. They throw you in comic book jail if you break that one. Is a forensic accountant who chases down money trails. He needs to find Lionheart, the leader of a tweak extremist group, before he creates chaos in the streets of Echo City. Okay, so Echo City, that's where we get the title, Echoes of the Triumphant. I can dig it. Echoes of the Triumphant is inspired by the likes of X-Men, Daredevil, and American Psycho. Oh, well, that goes together like sardines and peanut butter. American Psycho and X-Men, that's kind of scary. Could be cool. This is the hero, I believe, in the purple hoodie, and he kind of does look American Psycho. So the story. Let's go over the story here, and the reason I'm looking this way instead of, I'm not reading this little screen here that's in front of me, but it does look like I'm looking at it when I look at my monitor, where that screen is actually being projected from. So glasses up, face in. Nearsightedness needs corrected. The year is 2035. Echo City is an economic superpower. Over 4 years have passed since a chemical plant explosion left many genetically mutated, or tweaked, as most people like to call them. Tweaks have been forced to work in physically intensive industries like construction and mining, thanks to the Echo City Incident Survivors Registration Act. This exploitative law forces tweaks to work hard labor for less than decent pay. This is a dystopia. This is not American. Boy, that's a good question. I wish he were here to cover it. Would it be a nod to Larry Correa? I don't know. It just might be. This exploitative law forces tweaks to work hard labor for less than decent pay. The city hired a peacekeeping private military contract named Expel to take care of the tweaks who didn't like the idea, and which would be all of them, I would hope. Adrian Avery lives an unfulfilled life, taking crap from his boss, working as a forensic accountant. He can't find the evidence to keep Lionheart in jail. Lionheart is a dangerous tweak extremist that wants to impose his own sense of order in Echo City. Authorities want to catch him. If they find him and there's no silver bullet, Lionheart will pay top-notch lawyers and judges to reduce his sentencing. Adrian wants to get some evidence so that he can at least get a promotion and hence some sense of fulfillment in his life. So Adrian's kind of like the Elliot Ness to Lionheart's Al Capone. Capone was arrested many times, out the door, because they didn't have anything to keep him on. So Avery's looking for that tax dodge. That's why he's the forensics accountant thing is coming into play. One day, coming home from work, his brother Martin, a tweak renegade, proposes that he steals advanced armor from Expel. Yeah, why not? You do anything tonight? Let's go rob the military. The armor is advanced enough so that a norm, such as Adrian, can take heavy hits from tweaks. With the armor, Adrian can fight his way into one of Lionheart's bases and steal enough evidence to put Lionheart behind bars for good. At this point, I would want to ask about fruit from the poisonous tree, but I think we can already say the Constitution's been thrown out the window with the laws that we've already seen here. So this is going to be different. Using the armor that he stole, Adrian embarks on a mission to bring Lionheart down. But as Adrian gets closer to finding the dirt he needs, he finds an ugly truth about Echo City. So, going to be a lot of police drama, which was the procedural stuff. Going to be a lot of science fiction superhero stuff. People who have been altered by a city explosion, sort of like, if you remember the Flash season 1, you had the Star Labs explosion, the dark matter went everywhere and rained down on people who turned them into superheroes. And then they just decided that superheroes always existed but kept in secret. And there we go. So the link to this Kickstarter, by the way, so you can see it better than I can, is right below the video. If you want to click on this and be in another window, that's fine. We'll keep talking here for a little bit. You can get the digital copy of number 3 for $10, and it will be emailed to you. So you're getting a PDF, not a link. You can get a print copy for $20 and have it shipped to your door, which is preferable than your window. You can get the complete set. If you haven't seen any of the Echo City stuff, you're going to want to get this one here. This is issues number 0 through 3 for $30. That's less than $10 each. You can also get the physical copies for $40, which is also less than $10 each. So, no, it's right at $10 each. Excuse me. My math is hard. And you will have a backer credit for the trade paperback and hardcover when those things are released. Wait a second. Where did I go? Digital copies of 0 to 3. Oh, never mind. I misread. It's digital for 30. It's also digital for 40, and you get your name in the credits. That's the $10 extra one there. Yeah, the Big Bang and Milestone Static comics. All the comics that were in the Milestone universe relied on that one big MacGuffin that triggered everybody's superpowers. The print copies. If you want to get 0 through 3, the print copies are $50 to get all 4 issues. And if you pay the extra 10, you will have your name as the in the producer credits. Tweaked as F. So you pledge $75, you'll get 0 through 3, and you will be featured as a tweak. You'll be one of these superpowered creatures, both in issue number 4 when it comes out. So you're buying your fame in the book. I like that. There's only, there's a handful of tiers, but they're very basic, very easy to follow along with. So you should not be confused at any level whatsoever. The stretch goals on this one, you'll get some custom-made Reverb Comics posters. So they're going to be doing some posters with stretch goal number 1. That's at $3,000. At $4,000, they're going to be doing some Reverb Comics logo T-shirts. That will be cool. A T-shirt is a stretch goal. That's a big shipping increase and a big cost. So to get the T-shirt for free, that's a great stretch goal. We're not going to worry about the art and the budget. We're just going to scroll back up to the top here, and I can maintain where my mouse is at. There we are. Now I can grab the elevator bar. Go to the top. So right now, Pat is at $360 of 1,027. I know it looks like an odd goal. It's because it's Canadian conversion. It's actually a $1,400 goal. He's at 491. So basically, he needs $900 more American to get this thing pushed over the goal. Let's help make that happen. If this is something that interests you, and you want to, put some money behind it, Again, the Kickstarter is right below the link to this video here. Be sure to follow that through. Pick the tier that's right for you, and help pledge another indie comic to success. All right, so it looks like Pat is not going to be able to make it in. What the heck is that? my YouTube is trying to apparently make a clip. I guess I must have brushed my arm or elbow against my phone when I reached over this way. Never seen that happen before. I don't like when I look at my phone and it's doing things that I did not intentionally tell it to do. I did not order that magazine. Kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. So, like I said, Pat doesn't look like he's going to be able to come back in. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up at the nearly the 30-minute mark. Pat, hopefully, I did the book as much justice as I could without you being here to contribute. Technology sucks sometimes, I know, but it, I tried to at least inform our viewers. So everybody do come back tomorrow night. We will have another show. We are streaming every Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you have a project, and if you have a working computer, apparently that's important, reach out to us on Twitter at Critical Blast. Our DMs are always open. Reach out to us and let us know what day you'd like to come on. We will be glad to help you schedule a time to bring in and have your project shown. Thank you, Studio 8. You have a good one, too. I'm going to crack one open and just kind of chill for the rest of the evening. Everybody else, head on over to Mike Walters for the mic stand. Be ready at the top of the hour when he goes into the niche news of the day. And as we said, the niche news of the day will also include what's coming out tomorrow that you might want to head over to your local comic shop when the lunch hour hits. Grab a burger or a brown bag, take it to your car, and just drive over, spend the hour, get your comics, and then go back to work. Because you all have jobs, right? You're buying comics, and be the thing to do. So go find out what's coming out tomorrow. Everybody else, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate the time that you spent coming to spend at our channel. We're just a podcast falling in the woods otherwise without you here. We don't have a show without you. And as always, while you were here, we just hope you had a blast. Good night.